Good afternoon and welcome into your daily community briefing. We are live here on WBON TV, Channel 9. Michael Watkins with you on this Wednesday afternoon. Appreciate you tuning us in here, folks. Brought to you today by Bishop Small Engine Repair. Keep your power equipment working strong all season long with help from Bishop Small Engine Repair. Let Bishop's service your mower and power equipment. North Estelin Avenue in Richmond is where they are located. We're also brought to you by Affordable Heating and Air. For all your heating and air needs, call Brian with Affordable Heating and Air Conditioning at 859-779-0122. Well, in our lead story today, according to the Fayette County coroner, a Madison County woman, Jamaica Cottle, the driver involved in a deadly wrong-way crash last month on I-75 that killed a family of 5, had drugs and twice the legal limit of alcohol in her system. The crash happened in Lexington on June the 5th. Police say Cottle was driving the wrong way on the interstate in the morning when she hit another car head-on, killing Owen County mother Catherine Green and her 4 children. Cottle also died in the crash. Well, testimony was heard in the courtroom today, and attorneys delivered opening statements on Tuesday in the trial against the man accused of raping a Georgetown college student in 2018. 35-year-old Cody Allen Arnett is charged with rape in connection to an incident police said happened in September of 2018 inside an on-campus apartment. Arnett allegedly entered the apartment through an unlocked door and raped a woman who lived there at knife point, according to the officers. Testimonies related to the case began Wednesday morning. Jurors are expected to hear from the victim and her roommates, as well as police officers and medical experts. According to EKU police, Wednesday and Thursday there will be bypass closures in order to continue work on the Eastern Bypass Pedway. The south lane of the eastbound side of Eastern Bypass will be closed on Wednesday. Likewise, the north lane of the eastbound side of Eastern Bypass will be closed on Thursday. Take precaution if you will be driving in the area and make plans if you are traveling in either direction. In some sports news locally, for Jon Clark and his Madison Southern football program, a lot has changed in the offseason. With a new coaching staff full of former players, yesterday Coach Clark told me that even himself has decided to make a personal change as well.
We've had a fantastic summer. June, we went a little less than typical, went 3 days a week, gave guys some time off. They worked really hard when they were in. And then we came back this July, obviously, and started to really move on the football side of things. The energy's great. We've got a lot of experience returning, and the staff's all, there's a lot of staff changes. Everybody's starting to really mesh. I feel like things are really moving in the right direction. It's been a lot of fun.
Now, what has been the biggest thing that you have seen from your team this year that wasn't there last year?
I think there's 2 things. One is the energy. It's not like there's not a feeling of we have to be at practice today. Like, everybody's having fun at practice. Everybody's loose, laughing. The kids feel like they can be themselves. It's very, I guess there's less stress. Now there's definitely that need to performness going on. It's not just a joke around session. They know when to work and when to play, and we're having fun playing. They're being creative. We're adding creativity in the way they play. We've added some cornhole boards in the locker room, a ping pong table in the locker room. So I just feel like this team, they like each other a lot, and there's a lot of energy, and they want to be there.
Obviously Walter Smith is a guy who we all know about, but it seems like he's not getting the love that I think, and I know you think, he deserves. I saw that he got his first scholarship offer a couple of weeks ago. So talk about him and what kind of player you have in Walter Smith.
Somebody reached out to me a couple months ago and said, asking about information on Walt, because they were like, he's going to be on our list for Mr. Football. He should be on every list for Mr. Football. And I think what happens with Walt is a selfless player. We could give Walt the ball 20 times a game, and he could have every statistic. But we really don't. We move the ball around to try to make our team more difficult to defend. We share the wealth, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
And Walt knows someplace he's a distraction, someplace he's the main guy, but he'll do whatever's needed. And so I don't think his stats mirror some of what they absolutely could. I think that hurts him in those conversations. But as far as recruiting goes, Walt's going to have suitors. He's a little smaller, and he knows that. He's not the biggest guy. So a lot of his suitors might be smaller schools, which tend to do a lot of their recruiting later in the process, I feel like. But to me, he's a very similar player to Reese Smith from Loyal a few years ago.
Yep.
I just think the difference is he's at Madison Southern and not at Boyle. And I think that makes a difference on how they look at kids sometimes. But his performance this fall will speak for itself.
Well, you talked about some of the changes that are going on over there. You have obviously been doing a lot of stuff during this pandemic. Talk about some of the changes that you're making with your personal life as well.
Yeah, so I'm actually resigning my teaching position at the school. During the pandemic, my wife and I, we ventured into some real estate deals and whatnot, and things have moved pretty fast for us there. So it's kind of always been a dream of mine and ours together to pursue some stuff in commercial real estate and whatnot, and that's taken off for us. So I'm going to step down as a teacher in the building to really focus on that, but I'm still going to be fully in as the head coach, and if anything, it'll free up more time for me to be with my players.
That was what I was going to ask you. Whenever you have a little bit more time to do some stuff outside of school, that will probably free up some more time for you to focus on the game of football. So is that something that you've already seen, or that you're going to have more time in this aspect?
Absolutely. So this summer really gave me a feel for what this is going to be like, and it just gives me so much more freedom to kind of. I'm an early guy. I can get up early, do my work early in the morning, do the things I need to do around the season, and still be able to be there and be for the players. And then also, obviously, when you're in the building, there's daily responsibilities all day long that can't wait. You've got priorities and stuff that come right away. So to be able to lift those and be able to make issues and things with practice and the team and the players the priority during the day, more of the focus, I think, is really going to help our football team and our coaching staff.
The Eagles will begin play in mid-August, and we'll have all their home games this year streamed live right here on WBON TV. It's time for our first commercial break here on the newscast. Lots more sports news to get to. We'll have an update on UK football. Their media day was yesterday down at SEC Media Days. We'll have a recap with that, with special thanks to Keith Taylor. Also, a special event taking place in Richmond this weekend. We'll tell you about that and more when we come back on the newscast, live on WBON TV, Channel 9.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
The mission at H2 Health is to create a healthcare environment where their employees and clients love to be. They offer a wide range of services including physical therapy, occupational therapy, a chronic pain program, wellness and fitness programs, dry needling, and more. H2 Health is here to get you back in the game and feeling your best with locations in Richmond, Berea, and more. Visit h2health.com to learn more and get started today at H2 Health.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
donate or shop at the new location for the Habitat Restore in Madison County. The proceeds from the Habitat Restore go towards helping build a home for someone in need. Shop, donate, or volunteer at the new location for the Habitat Restore in the old CVS Pharmacy building on Main Street in Richmond.
You know when you step outside and it feels absolutely perfect? The air's not too warm, not too cool, just perfection? Now imagine if you could have that same feeling inside your home at a price that feels even better. You can, thanks to the folks at Affordable Heating and Air. Call 859-779-0122 now and get the best Lennox home comfort systems at a price you'll love. That's Affordable Heating and Air at 859-779-0122 or online at affordableheating-air.com.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are going to drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's going to put the work in the first place?
Support your favorite team with apparel from Campus Warehouse in Richmond. Whether you're an EKU fan or you're a part of the Big Blue Nation, Campus Warehouse has something for you. Stop by and see their new line of Old Road t-shirts, because guys, we know Saturdays are for the boys. Plus, they have the cutest seasonal tees for the ladies. And Campus Warehouse now carries a new line of tees for the kiddos as well. Visit campuswarehouserichmond.com or stop by their location in the Richmond Center next to Buffalo Wild Wings.
The Old West, the way you remember it. Good guys and bad guys.
Come and join us as we watch and talk about the best of the West.
Western movies, TV shows, and more.
Draw Western Theater, Saturdays at 1 p.m.
Here on Richmond's very own Channel 9.
Back here on the newscast, brought to you by Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond at 635 and a half Big Hill Avenue. Let Bluegrass Marble and Granite take care of all your remodels or fabrication needs. We're also brought to you by Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. Davis & Powell Funeral Home takes care of all has the best aftercare in the business. When every detail counts, remember Davis & Powell Funeral Home. Well, with the start of football less than a month away, Mark Stoops took the podium at SEC Media Days on Tuesday. However, before he went on stage in front of the national media, he spoke to several local media members who made the trip down to Atlanta. Yesterday, Mark Stoops took the podium as part of SEC Media Days. Stoops spoke about how important it is to get off to a good start this season.
We get 12 opportunities, so, I mean, I'm not just giving you a coaching cliche here, you know, I mean, it's the truth. I mean, we got to come out of the gate strong, you know, and you know, it's the whole body of work. And so camp is important, the first game's important, all that momentum and how we play throughout the season. You know, you've covered it long enough, you see it, how close these games are, you know, and how razor thin, you know, sometimes, you know, the outcomes are. And so it's all important. You know, I don't want to get ahead. You know, every game we play with only guaranteeing yourself 12 is very important. So, you know, I'm just excited about camp and getting going there and just seeing how we progress at that position and how we progress offensively and how we progress as a team.
He also talked about the quarterback competition, which includes Lexington native Bo Allen, who went to Lexington Catholic.
There's a lot of things that go into that decision. Bottom line is who's going to give us the best opportunity to win the most games. That's the most important thing. How successful is the team while that person's in there? And I think each of those guys have some strengths, and we will see as we go through camp. But ultimately it comes down to how's the team playing when that person's in the game.
Stoops went on to talk about the consistency of the Kentucky football program since he has been at the helm.
Certainly with the longevity, as you look at around the league and you see all the new faces and all the people that have come and gone since I've been here, you feel very blessed to be here, number one. But you really don't take time to think about that. You think about the things you need to do to keep your spot here. Make sure you see me next year. You know, so really concentrate on that. But I do feel really good about the program. You know, I feel very good. You know, I'm going to touch on this today, but I mean, you know, since I've been here, you hear me talk about it, and I constantly pound about the program, and building the program, and having the foundation to be successful year in and year out in the last 9 years. And that's certainly still very true, and that'll stay the core of what we are. But there's also a new time, new day, new age. And with the transfer portal and roster management, the things that are going on in college football, you have to stay up with it. I feel like we were very successful this year at plugging in some spots, plugging in some holes to help build this team. So as we always keep our eye on the program, I think it's also important to try to get the best team you possibly can this year. And I feel like we filled some holes with personnel from the players' side, and I really am encouraged by the changes that I've made on the offensive side of the ball as well.
One of the key pieces lost to graduation last season was Drake Jackson, whose younger brother Dane played at Madison Southern. Drake was so important to UK's Big Blue Wall offensive line while at Kentucky, and Stoops talked about how difficult it was going to be to replace him and who was getting some reps at the center position.
We moved Luke there some. You know, he has such experience. He's so bright. You know, a lot like Drake. He has that experience. You know, the leadership that he has. He's given us a big spark there. We always have a lot of confidence in Quentin as well, and so we'll just see where it goes. But we have some options.
For more Kentucky football news, make sure to follow along on WBONTV.com, and a special thanks to Keith Taylor for providing the video coverage of the UK Media Day as part of the SEC Media Days. For WBON TV Sports, I'm Michael Watkins. Well, Governor Andy Beshear seems to be doing a lot of ribbon cutting for new or expanding Kentucky companies, and Tuesday was no different. Yesterday, he cut the ribbon on a new $65 million distribution center for the Dollar General. During his speech, he told warehouse workers that Kentucky is no longer a flyover state, but now is becoming a hub for large business headquarters. The Walton, Kentucky facility will serve up to 300 stores in 3 states while adding roughly 300 jobs to Kentucky's workforce. Well, if Madison Countyans want to get out and enjoy the outdoors this weekend, you're in luck, as there will be a free basketball tournament at Dillingham Heights Park in Richmond on Saturday. However, according to Renata Simmons, the joint managing director of the Richmond Athletic Association, there will be fun all weekend long at the location. It is also not too late to sign up your child to cheerlead or hone their skills on the court. With more information, here's our news director, Marissa Hempel.
Dillingham Park is going to be the center of attention this weekend in Richmond, as there will be many activities for both kids and adults alike. The Richmond Youth Athletic Association is hosting Summer Madness Saturday, July 24th, which will be a fun, non-competitive basketball tournament. With more information, here's Renata Simmons of the Richmond Athletic Association.
Basically, it kind of started with Karen Martin, who was our director. She just kind of had an idea of just wanting to do a fun weekend for the kids, just to be able to, play basketball, cheerleading. The history behind the Dillingham Heights Park, they used to have dirt bowl games up there, tournaments in the summer times, and that hasn't been done in years. So, we just thought it was a few of us that just thought it'd be a good idea just to have just a fun weekend for the kids, since we've kind of all been locked up, not able to do anything for the past year and a half. We developed the actual organization name, Richmond Youth Athletic Association. And so technically, like our motto we have is supporting our youth, supporting our future.
Simmons says this basketball tournament is free and open to all, and is perfect for children and families who may not be able to afford sometimes expensive summer basketball camps.
It's a basketball tournament. It's not like a competitive tournament, but it's just for fun. But it's just to get all age groups from like age 4 to 14, just to kind of play a few games with each other. We're going to do some skills competition on Friday. And so our organization basically is just, we're working to empower our youth and provide alternative avenues for them to grow and stay safe through athletics and mentoring. Free for all, free for the kids to play. and participate. Free food for not just the kids but the families. So it's just a free weekend of fun for the kids and for families and the community. So for anybody to come out.
She continues the importance of children getting outdoors, exercising, and socializing with each other in a safe environment so they can learn skills for later in life.
We hope that in the future it will, we can continue to help it to grow and maybe do more. But for now, this was just what we want to do for the weekend for the kids, for the community.
Simmons says that so far there are 20 cheerleaders signed up and 60 who wish to play basketball. However, it is not too late to sign up your child if they wish to participate in this free, fun weekend.
We've already done sign-ups, but hey, if there are any other kids that need to get or want to get signed up, people can email me at ryaa40475@yahoo.com. That's our email address, and I can provide them with the link. We have actually closed the registrations, but with having some kids and some people having situations come up where they can't attend, we've kind of had to, make changes throughout this week and things with kids and kids dropping and swapping out.
She reminds that even if your child does not want to play basketball or cheerlead, that there is still lots of fun, including inflatables, and again, it's all free.
We'll have different vendors, the inflatables, I think maybe on Sunday. The fire department will come out on Saturday too. They will bring the fire trucks and they will actually do some water fun for the kids too, or whoever wants to come and get wet, have some fun even, on the side. So there's going to be tons of things, even if they're not actually playing.
As it is an all-weekend event, the fun starts on Friday.
The University of Campbellsville women's basketball team is who we have partnered with, and their coach, head coach Brian Tribble, he will actually be bringing his girls team down, along with I think a few of their cheerleaders too, to start us off and to get things going, because he does camps and is hosting camps, so he's actually been kind of helping us with this. So he's bringing his team down, and they will do the skills challenge competition, which will begin at 5:30 on Friday, and then on Saturday we will begin playing games at 11 a.m. Sunday will begin at 2 o'clock. Games will begin at 2 o'clock.
This will all take place on Pine Street at Dillingham Heights Park. Stay tuned for more information about this event, as WBON-TV also spoke to the NAACP and the Madison County Health Department, who are part of this partnership, who made this event happen and will be offering the Johnson & Johnson vaccine for adults on the site. For Channel 9 News, I'm Marissa Hempel.
It's now time for our second commercial break here on the newscast, folks. Don't go anywhere. We've got some more COVID news when we come back on the Daily Community Briefing, live on WBON-TV, Channel 9.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
The mission at H2 Health is to create a healthcare environment where their employees and clients love to be. They offer a wide range of services, including physical therapy, occupational therapy, a chronic pain program, wellness and fitness programs, dry needling, and more. H2 Health is here to get you back in the game and feeling your best with locations in Richmond, Berea, and more. Visit h2health.com to learn more and get started today at H2 Health.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
donate or shop at the new location for the Habitat Restore in Madison County. The proceeds from the Habitat Restore go towards helping build a home for someone in need. Shop, donate, or volunteer at the new location for the Habitat Restore in the old CVS Pharmacy building on Main Street in Richmond.
You know when you step outside and it feels absolutely perfect? The air's not too warm, not too cool, just perfection? Now imagine if you could have that same feeling inside your home at a price that feels even better. You can, thanks to the folks at Affordable Heating and Air. Call 859-779-0122 now and get the best Lennox home comfort systems at a price you'll love. That's Affordable Heating and Air at 859-779-0122 or online at affordableheating-air.com.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are going to drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's going to put the work in the first place?
Support your favorite team with apparel from Campus Warehouse in Richmond. Whether you're an EKU fan or you're a part of the Big Blue Nation, Campus Warehouse has something for you. Stop by and see their new line of Old Road t-shirts, because guys, we know Saturdays are for the boys. Plus they have the cutest seasonal tees for the ladies. And Campus Warehouse now carries a new line of tees for the kiddos as well. Visit campuswarehouserichmond.com or stop by their location in the Richmond Center next to Buffalo Wild Wings.
The Old West, the way you remember it. Good guys and bad guys.
Come and join us as we watch and talk about the best of the West.
Western movies, TV shows, and more.
Draw Western Theaters, Saturdays at 1 p.m.
Here on Richmond's very own Channel 9.
Back here on the newscast on WBON-TV Channel 9, brought to you by Holland Sons Auto Care, Jennings Auto Parts, and Berea Ace Hardware. With some COVID news continuing to come out, now with over 1,000 new cases of COVID-19 confirmed in the state, Governor Beshear pleaded with those unvaccinated to get their shots, saying the vaccines will protect even against the new Delta variant. Tuesday, there were 1,054 new cases statewide. The positivity rate is climbing and now at 5.71%. Madison County reported 35 new cases, and Estill County reported just 1 new case. Madison now in the orange for the current incidence rate at 13.4. Estill County still down in the yellow at 4.1, but we do have a new county in the red, totaling now 9 counties in the red for the current incident rate. Those include Webster, Hopkins, Muhlenberg, Hart County, Washington County, Laurel, Clay, Whitley, and Lewis County. All of those have an incidence rate above 30, except for Laurel County, who comes in at 26.8, and Whitley County at 28. Again, we told you about Madison being in the orange. This is the first time that Madison has been back in the orange in about a month and a half, so it's been a long time coming. But the numbers continue to rise. Yesterday, the current incidence rate, the overall for the state, was 9.90, almost a 2-number jump in that overall current incidence rate today at 11.50. Other counties surrounding us that have high numbers include Jackson County, Rockcastle, and Lincoln County, who are all in the orange, along with Clark County and Fayette County. Clark County's incidence rate at 18.1, Fayette County at 12.8, Jackson County at 21.4, Rockcastle County at 14.5, and Lincoln at 13.4. 2 other surrounding counties are in the yellow, including Jessamine County at 9.5 and Garrett County at 6.5. Counties such as Powell, Lee, and Owsley County are in the yellow for the current incidence rate, and only a select few that are in the green include Ballard County and Trigg, Cumberland, Russell, McCreary County, Wolfe, Robertson, Elliott, and Magoffin County. So almost as many in the green as we have in the red, and that's not a good sign as we continue to see the numbers go up once again here in the state of Kentucky. Folks, we appreciate you being with us here on the newscast. Don't forget, tomorrow we've got lots more information to get to. If you see a story happening, let us know, and we will be out there to cover it. And like we had with the fire incident on Monday, lots of stuff happens. If you see something happening in Madison County, let us know about it in the WBON TV Facebook inbox. I'll be back with you tomorrow, same time and same place at 3 p.m. for your daily community briefing here live on WBON TV, Channel 9.